Okay, people, I'm back at it. I've been kind of up and down here because my little grandson is home now. Well, he's so cute. So cute, people. I can't imagine I had babies like that. When you get to my age, you know, and you're just like, oh, I had babies. Anyway, I think I understand what this woman was trying to do here. And it is helpful, people. I am definitely using it as a reference. And what it's doing is it's helping me to visualize, I guess what you can say is what the court wants in terms of the less ink on the paper with the less amount of words that you can use, the easier it is on the eye and on the brain for somebody that just sits and pretty much reads for, a good half to 2/3 of their day. And have to retain that information as they're reading it. So you want to take out that riffraff, right? And just by looking at what she's done and going through the notice of claim in the manner that I think is the correct way in doing it, in terms of, drawing the lines and writing in what you want if you're typing it up there, so that when you present the two of them, they can cross-reference so that everybody's on the same page, right? That's what you want. I can see how she went through this notice of claim, and because her mind was fresh and was coming in unbiased, right, and wasn't with a lot of emotional baggage like with me, right, and overly stressed out with the situation in general, she was able to highlight on things that are in here, because a lot of what she's got here are actually my words. So when I say, if you'd be aghast if you read what she wrote, when in fact a lot of what she wrote is copy and paste. So I'm kind of putting myself down here, right? I think what it threw me off is that it's all condensed into one paragraph with so much omitted, right? But I was given a couple of extra pages for myself to fill in some blanks that I guess I felt necessary. And of course, everything to me is necessary, right? So what I'm trying to say is, my eyes are so blurry, though. It's so hard to focus. These glasses are no good. And I can't use my reading glasses between the computer and this. It's completely impossible. If I was sewing, maybe I could sit there and not move my eyes and do some beadwork with my reading glasses. Or if I was reading a novel and I didn't move my head, then maybe. But for something like this, between the two, or whatever, I can't do it. It's impossible. So I have to kind of go with the light, and then what happens is my eyes, they go like this, and I get like a pain, they get tight for a second, and I have to relax them. And this is what I mean. I'm dying, people. This is a form of death. It really is. It's stress, right? So anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm on, I guess, page 64 now. Still using that as my base, which definitely jump-started the engine here. And as I'm going through the pages, it's kind of coming together in terms of, I guess, what the court is looking for, right? And it's much easier for me to do the amendment, although I haven't gotten into the other stuff yet. So, we'll see. Hold on. Anyway, then we get into the part where she did write something, and you have to keep in mind, people, English is her second language, right? She's a working mom with children, got her own stresses in her own life. But just to give you an example, so okay, despise all the problems that Judy Charney and her family, they continue to help Mr. Duncan until the day he was taken away, until the day he was taken always, without them knowing until now. They wonder where he is and if he still live. We know that since Mr. Duncan stayed at Fraser Health Center, he was treated bad in all kind of aspect. The one family that can go visit him was family chorny, and even they still were not allowed to not sharing some blood as him. His real family member didn't care about him at all, not even one visited. Now, family chorny don't know where he is, and even if he is okay. So, we have to work with each other's strong points. And she definitely jump-started the engine. And she's helped me to kind of hone in on certain aspects. And through that, I am figuring out how to do, hopefully, a successful amendment. In addition to, you have to remember, this went to a school, people. A school for people learning how to be cops. So I would think it's a very good practicum. In terms of, for the ones that really want to root out criminal activity on a corporate level. As in maybe an investigator. Right? So, it's real. It's not a fairy tale, people. Okay? It's not a fairy tale. And through it all, people, you can see the tomatoes are coming. Oh my God. Hold on a minute. There's more. Oh, look at this. Oh my, aren't those just beautiful? Hold on, there's another one. Hold on a minute. Oh my, look what happened in here. It fell. I hope it didn't kill the plant. Anyway, you can see these things are getting big. People, this one fell too. Oh my, it's because they're being neglected. I don't have time to be, look, oh my God, look at that, people. Isn't that just beautiful? Okay, people. This thing is kind of like on an angle sitting in my little pepper plant, because I'm thinking about this woman with her second language with English, right? And if I had to compare myself to writing and speaking Spanish, I think she's got one up on me, because I bet you she can write and speak Spanish. Well, we know she can speak it, and if she's learning English, then chances are she can write Spanish, which is something I can't do. So, I don't want to, undermine her efforts, right, in terms of what she tried to do in terms of helping, right? You know what I mean? I don't want to seem ungrateful, because I'm very grateful, because like I said, it jump-started the engine, and I'm glad it went to a school, people, really, because this is what we need more in our society. We need to start rooting out that corporate corruption wherever it originates from, because with this offshore stuff and and just the politics that's been going on for the last, who knows, 20, 30 years, where, people's incomes aren't keeping up with the cost of living, and, people losing their basic human rights, and just the whole 9 yards under a lawless society, where you're having to fight for your loved ones, and it's like becoming kind of like the standard for, hundreds of thousands of people just to sustain the economy. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? So anyway, I'm doing these before I go back inside. I'll come later with a bowl, and I'll pick the red ones, and I'll start clearing off my kitchen to start, I guess, canning tomorrow, because I have to can them, people. It's either that or freeze them. Maybe I'll just freeze this batch for now. Might be easier to freeze them, because obviously more is coming, right? And because they're gonna get, these ones in here are gonna get bigger. They get bigger every day. Every day they get bigger. And tomato plants are pretty hardy, so I would think the chances of them not repairing themselves, like, they're pretty hardy plants. will probably repair itself and continue to grow, right? Which would be good, because there was quite a few tomatoes on there. So this has been quite the experience in this greenhouse. Like, it's just incredible. And see, there's my little pepper plant. It still has a way to go yet. And before I go in and upload this, it's very difficult to tell the difference between the two trees. This is the black walnut. This is the English walnut. There is a difference in the leaves. Can you not see? This one is much more smoother, where this one is much more edged. And they like to be together because between the two of them, as they grow, they build in immunity between the two diseases against, between the two trees against disease. So, and I have one black walnut and one English walnut already found a home.